Mark Twain by Miguel Etheridge. Born on November 30th, 1835 in Florida, Missouri, Samuel L. Clemens wrote under the pen name Mark Twain and went on to pen several novels, including two major classics of American literature, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. He was also a riverboat pilot, journalist, lecturer, entrepreneur, and inventor. Twain died on April 21st, 1910 in Redding, Connecticut. Some of his major novels are The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, and also The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County. In The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn is kidnapped by his abusive father. He then faces death and escapes. Instead of Huck's run into escaped slave Jim. Instead of turning him in, Huck travels with Jim down the Mississippi, where they narrowly escape the Granger Ford-Shepperson feud. The king and the duke return and turn Jim in. Huck goes to the Phelps farm, where Jim is in prison and pretends to be their awaited nephew, Tom Sawyer. Tom arrives and helps Huck rescue Jim. When the attempt fails, Tom reveals Jim's owners died and freed Jim. Huck prepares to begin his wandering again. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer becomes infatuated with a new girl at school, but their brief romance ends when he admits his previous ties with Amy Lawrence. Tom and his friend Huckleberry Finn witness a murder in the cemetery. Tom, Huck, and Joseph Harper run away from home and convince their families that they are dead, then surprise them at their own funerals. Tom testifies against Injun Joe at the murder trial and Injun Joe escapes. Tom and Huck help to capture Injun Joe by trapping him inside a cave. The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County. Jim Smiley was a man who would bet on anything. He turned a frog into a pet and bet a stranger that his frog, Daniel Webster, could jump higher than any other frog. While Smiley wasn't looking, the stranger filled Daniel Webster with quail shot, and Smiley lost the bet. Before he could figure out what happened, the stranger disappeared with the $40 he won by cheating. Sick of the long-winded tale about Jim Smiley and his frog, the narrator tries to escape from Wheeler before he launches into another story. The narrator realizes that his friend probably intended for him to suffer through Wheeler's tedious tale. Contributions. In his writings, he provided images of the romantic, the real, the strengths, and weaknesses of a rapidly changing world. By examining his life and his works, we can read into the past, piecing together various events of the era and the responses to them. We can delve into the American mindset of the late 19th century and make our own observation of history, discover new connections, create new inferences, and gain better insights into the time period and the people who lived in it. As Sam once wrote, supposing it's good, but finding out is better. Works cited page. Summaries of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and The Adventures of Tom Sawyer was via eNotes.com. And the summary of a summary of the Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County was found at marktwainhouseandmuseum.com. Thank you.